Hi there, Loy Machedo, Sweeney from LoyMachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding? The date is 22nd May 2017. Time right now is 12:50 in the night. All right. Now, I think I'll give you the exact date. I've taken on this challenge to lose, an ambitious 30 kgs in the span of 30 days. It was a kind of a super ambitious kind of project that I decided to take. And out of which, in 8 days, I lost 11 kgs. I kind of pushed myself to the absolute limit, whereby I limited my calorie intake. I was just, just basically more on water. I was taking supplements. I was, you could say I was just pushing my body physically, mentally, emotionally, in every way possible to lose weight. And I did lose 11 kgs in 8 days, okay? However, because of the fact that I was doing exercise, I was running, I was doing so many other things, my whole body shut down and I had to give up this experiment, okay? The exact date that I started, I'll give the exact date. That was somewhere around May 13th. Okay, so it lasted for 8 days. Now, ever since, people have been asking me, Loy, could you give me some tips on losing weight? Now, I don't want to share with you the actual thing that I did because, it would kind of affect your health in a bad way. But I would give you a few tips, tricks, and suggestions as to how you can actually bring down your weight, how you can actually keep fit, how you can actually make sure that the weight does not come back on. And this is by far, I think, 16 years of experience of doing bodybuilding exercise. I was 54 kgs. I went up to 112 in muscle mass, both with bodybuilding, steroids, everything else. I did steroids, I think, for the last 2-3 years at the end of my bodybuilding career. So I've tried literally everything. I have lost half my body weight in 1 year. That was during marathons, running sessions, and for triathlon. Okay, so I've done all these things. And right now I just want to keep fit and get in shape, but it's going to be a slow process. So I have gathered around 20 points and I'll be sharing them with you. So if in case you feel that these points are useful, please do share this video with others and do like the video, as it would help me with other people, kind of viewing these videos as well. Okay, so let's quickly move on to the 20 points of how you can actually lose weight. These are my favorite. The first most important thing for normal, average, day-to-day working class people, the first thing what you need to understand is you need to have the family support, because without your family support, I don't think it's possible. If your mother and father are eating, let's say, biryani, or they're eating pizza, or they're eating something that is tempting, your spouse is sinking his teeth into donuts, or let's say your friends are drinking alcohol and eating French fries and burgers and steaks, it's very hard for you to resist. It's because your willpower will keep declining, your body will be weak, your mind will not function. So if you have people eating really delicious food and food that is not good for you, and you're trying to diet, it will not work. So the first one is you definitely need your family support. What I would recommend is sit down with your family, speak to them, agree on certain terms and conditions, and ask them to support you. So the first one is family support. The second one is managing your fridge and your food cabinet. This is what I'd suggest. Go check out your fridge. Take out everything that you feel is not in sync with your diet. Let's say it can be chocolates, it can be sweets, it can be fast food, it can be processed food, whatever. Before I got into the phase of moving into a diet, I emptied my fridge, I shut down the fridge, and I gave away all the food. So that kind of helped me, let's say, diet for 8 days. And mind you, food is one of my biggest weaknesses. So first is clean up your fridge. The second one is the food cabinet. Make sure only healthy food is kept there. Food that is supportive of your diet, because it depends what kind of diet you're going for. It can be Atkins, Mediterranean, South Beach, Southwest Beach or South Beach diet, whatever. So just make sure that it is in sync with your diet. Number 3 is if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. Now, what do I mean by that? Going on a diet is actually, it's a really stressful kind of phase, because You're trying to discipline yourself from doing what you naturally would do. So you really need to plan things out. By planning, it's not just you're talking of food. It's preparing your meals in advance. It's having those snacks, like if normally you eat snacks which are just empty calories, you keep cucumber pieces, you keep carrot pieces, raw vegetable pieces that you can keep munching on. You keep a small bowl of peanuts. So you keep everything ready that you can always have. Even in terms of doing your exercise, you need to keep all the clothes, everything easily accessible. So if you plan like this, you will succeed. However, if you don't plan and you need to search for the food, or you need to go out, or you can't find your gym clothes, then you will not go to the gym, you will not stick on to your diet. So remember this: if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. Number 4 is Tupperware, which is very important. By Tupperware, I'm talking of these plastic containers. You'll have to buy like 5 or 10 of them, and in each one you'll have to keep the food pre-cooked. Many of my friends who are athletes and who are also like on a diet, what they do is they divide the food into all these Tupperwares. They keep like 70% fresh boiled vegetables, or they keep salad in all of them. So as the day goes by, they just have to go to the fridge, just take out the Tupperware and eat whatever is prepared in advance. So make sure that you have the right boxes so it's easier to store. And a tip that I'd give you is try to get these airtight sealed containers so it keeps the food fresh. Point number 5 is you should learn how to cook in advance, because if you cook in advance, then you don't have to worry whether food is there or not there. Number 6 is preparing the awareness list. By awareness list is you should be aware of what is your weakness. In my case, it was chocolate, it was condensed milk, it was bread, it was carbs, it was like chips. So this was my awareness list, and I just make a list of them. I'd also prepare what are the foods that I need to eat more of. I'd also prepare the food which like I can eat sometimes, like peanuts you can eat sometimes, but not too many peanuts. So by having this awareness list, I'm also talking about understanding your own body. How does your body react when you see a movie? For me, when I see a movie, I feel hungry more because I'm habituated to eating when I see a movie. And when I get depressed, I eat more. If I can't sleep, I have to eat. So you prepare this awareness list where you're aware of your body, you're aware of your eating habits, you're aware of what time of the day do you feel normally hungry. And this list is kind of like a warning device, or it's like a map that guides you instead of making a mistake and failing. Point number 7 is your circle of friends define you. Now, if you're surrounded by friends who are bodybuilders, obviously their lifestyle kind of rubs off on you. If you have friends who are marathon runners, you would see the exercise they're doing. If you have friends who are yoga teachers or practitioners of yoga, so in each group, it kind of rubs off on you. But if you're surrounded by friends who are smokers and drunkards, obviously you'll be like them. So make sure that you have friends who define your personality and kind of help you become the person that you want to become. One of the thumb rules that I tell people is the sum total of your friends is who you'll end up being. Then point number 8 is your elusive list. Now, by your elusive list, let me check. What is the elusive list? I kind of forgot. Awareness list and elusive list. Wait, we're coming down here. Okay, by the elusive list is a list of the do's and don'ts that you can use as a quick reference. Like, for example, in Atkins, there are certain foods that you can eat, there are certain foods that you can't eat. In paleo, it's slightly different. In, let's say, if you're talking about Southwest, beach, or Mediterranean, they have a different set of foods. So you need to have this list where you can easily know which foods you can eat or cannot eat. Because sometimes what happens is, if by mistake you eat the wrong foods, then it upsets your entire planning. So be sure that you have this list kept right in front of you, pasted in different parts of the house. So you know, okay, fine, this is what I can eat, this is what I cannot eat. And when in doubt, it's always recommended that you have a copy of it in your wallet. Okay. Number 9 is research and information. It's always important to keep researching and finding out more things about the diet that you're doing or the exercises that you're planning to do. The more research that you do, the more knowledgeable you get. And also watch YouTube videos of people who have done the diet or the exercise that you're planning to do. It always helps. Point number 10, not a very popular one, but this is one that really works wonders, is fasting. Fasting helps you reset your body. I have gone without food for a week, and it really makes you feel different. It kind of refreshes your entire body, and I think it's very necessary to fast. Obviously, don't fast for 7 days. Fast for 24 hours without eating anything, and I think that kind of cleans your system. If you really want to push it, maximum is 3 days, and I think 3 days will do a lot of wonders for you. Point number 11 is intermittent fasting. Almost all the actors, actresses who have great physiques, they practice intermittent fasting. What that is let's say you have a window of opportunity where you can eat. It can be 4 hours, 6 hours, or 8 hours, after which for the rest of the 24 hours you do not eat at all. You just have maybe black coffee or green tea. The benefit of doing this is your body is able to digest the food that is there, and it cleans out the entire system because there's nothing else. And this actually kind of helps in raising your HGH, there's a human growth hormone, your body's defense mechanism. It also helps in building mass, strangely. You don't lose, muscle. It also improves your stamina. So I would suggest you strongly research what is intermittent fasting, and most of the athletes do practice that. The next one is point number 12, easy gym access. Now, if you are given a choice between having a state-of-the-art gym with a fabulous crowd and, it's a happening gym, but you have to drive, like, let's say 1 hour to get there and 1 hour to come back. Or on the other hand, you have a gym that is just walking distance, just maybe 2 minutes across your building, and it's not that great, but it's okay. I would always recommend the latter one. The reason being is when something is very easy for you to do, or easy, which gives you easy access, you're more encouraged to actually do it rather than something that is very far off, because the mind says, oh my goodness, do I really have to drive for 1 hour just to go to the gym? Okay. Point number 13, ice and cold baths are recommended. If you're not used to it, first have bath in, let's say, normal room temperature water. And once you get used to it, have bath in cold water. It really helps because what happens when your body shivers is actually burning off fat. It's recommended to have a cold bath before you sleep. And once you get used to that, a strong suggestion is immerse yourself in an ice tub for 15 minutes. Start off with 2 minutes, go 3 minutes, 10, then 15. It really helps. When I was an athlete, I used to always immerse myself, and this kind of helps you recuperate your body faster. It's really, really good, and it makes you look young also. So ice cold baths are always recommended. Another one is, if obviously you do not have time, take a cold towel and put it here on your neck and on your shoulders and just relax, especially in the evening. That lowers your body temperature and increases fat loss. Point number 14 is plan out your gym workouts. Know in advance what you're going to do. It always helps. Point number 15 is keep your goals simple. Don't make them too grandiose. Don't say, I'm going to do 1 hour hardcore exercise in the gym. Just say, I will go to the gym for 5 minutes. I will do just maybe 3 push-ups. I'll just be on the treadmill for the next 2 minutes. Make it so simple and so easy that your body says, fine, let's just go and do it. Because when it is easier, you like to do it. If it is difficult, then you will not do it. Then point number 16 is be consistent. Because if you do something every day, the chances of your improvement are much more. If you don't do it every day, if you just do it like, here and there, 3 times a week, even though 3 times a week of hard, intense exercise is enough, but it's recommended to do something every day, because every day you're eating, every day you're putting in calories, so you might as well do some activity every day that really helps you keep your body fit. Then point number 17, the most important day, that is your cheat day. Don't be so disciplined to the point where you explode and then you start eating all the junk food in the world. I used to do this. I used to go to the extreme, which I still do. Do it in moderation, like 6 days a week or 3 days a week. You're strict. One day is your cheat day where you get to eat everything. And on the cheat day, you don't have to go too much to the limit, because there's always another day that is coming up. So maybe 2 day on, 1 day off, or 3 day on, 1 day off, or 6 day on, 1 day off. So you choose how you want it to be. But remember, having a cheat day makes it possible for you to be consistent. Otherwise, it's very tough. Point number 18, delayed gratification. Let's assume that you are sitting at home or you're sitting in the office. You cannot go anywhere out, and you're right in front of the vending machine or right in front of temptation. There's always a tendency to grab something and eat. If that is the case, keep whatever your temptation is, just leave it there. Give yourself 1 hour. Take a deep breath. Go have lots of water. Go for a walk. And then after some time, if you don't think about it, then it was not important. But if you do think about it, fine. After 1 hour, help yourself with a little bit. But remember, a little bit of delayed gratification, rather than just being impulsive and just having that switch and just reacting. It's much better to just pause, give yourself some time. And most of the time, when you give yourself some time, you'll realize that you don't need it. Point number 19 is, you failed, so what? There are many a times you will fail. There are many a times where you'll think that you want to succeed and you don't. It's all right to fail. If you fall down, just pick yourself up and start all over again. And finally, rule number 20 is, remember, dieting is not just about not eating a particular food or just exercising. It's a lifestyle choice. You need to incorporate this into your life and make this a permanent habit. So it's a lifestyle change. So remember, keeping fit is not just a fad. It is making a lifestyle choice, and you need to stick to it for the rest of your life. So these are the 20 points that I would give you in terms of losing weight. If you want specifics in terms of supplementation, in terms of steroids, in terms of specific exercises, I can only share with you what I have done. Obviously, this information will be exclusive to my clients. But if there is something I can help you with, send me an email. But yeah, remember this, anything that you do, whether it's steroids, supplements, dieting, it's all a choice you have to make. I'm not endorsing it. Neither am I saying you shouldn't do it. You be intelligent, because it's your body. End of the day, you have a price to pay for everything that you do. So be healthy. Remember, end of the day, if you eat smart, there's nobody who has died by intelligently fasting. There's nobody who has suffered by eating healthy, green vegetables, raw foods. But yeah, there are people who have died by eating processed foods. Some of the do's and don'ts, if you want me to share with you, well, these are quick tips that I'll give you. Sleep on time, wake up on time. That always helps. Practice breathing deep breaths. If you can research Wim Hoffman, let me tell you, Wim Hof, W-I-N-H-O-F, he teaches you how to breathe. Remember, the more oxygen that you have in your system, the much better it is. I breathe 30 breaths every day after I get up in the morning. It kind of helps. Always, walking is the best exercise. Walk for 60 to 90 minutes every single day. It really helps. Try new exercises. Stretching helps a lot. Yoga is absolutely amazing. Drink lots of water, because water never harms anyone. Obviously, don't overdo it. Don't have 10 bottles suddenly. Never drink calories, that is cold drinks. Never have that. Fruit juice is bad because it contains fructose, and that spikes up your insulin, and that makes burning fat very difficult. Fruits are not good for weight loss. Make dieting fun. Dieting in the sense that if you are going to eat just raw salads, which is very good for your body, make it kind of fun. Don't make it like so bitter and boring that you don't enjoy it. If you're going for a party, make sure that you eat quite in advance. And some of the stuff that I'll ask you to research by yourself is ketosis, K-A-T-O-S-I-S. Make sure that you research that. 4-Hour Body, that is a book by Tim Ferriss. I highly recommend that. Low carb diet is something really good, which I'll highly recommend. Check what that is. And the Wim Hof method is also something that I would highly recommend. So check all this out. I put them all in the description below. If you like this video, please click like and do share it with your friends. And if there are any questions that I can help you with or guide you, let me know. I'd be more than happy to be of service to you. Loy from LoyMachedo.com, who's Loy Machedo. And yes, I will tell you this, I will lose weight, I will get back in shape, and you'll see it happening. So Loy from LoyMachedo.com, who's Loy Machedo, and Think Personal Branding, saying goodbye for now.